All right, guys, this is glorious here. So there was an Arizona governor debate on the Republican side, and this is indistinguishable from parody. So let's watch.
They closed my business down. But you know what? I didn't listen. I kept it open. You didn't have to listen, people. You didn't have to listen.
I'd actually like to ask everybody on this stage if they would agree we had a corrupt, stolen election. Raise your hand. Never happened.
HB 2289.
Hold on. Let her finish, please, Scott.
Okay.
Wow. This is Carrie Lake, the one who you just saw say that. This is the only thing she talks about. That and, like, drag queens being bad. And then, by the way, she also spent 20 years of her life going to drag shows. So, she's like she's a character. She's like somebody you would write into a show. That's what she is.
Hey, God, they talk over me, and I'm Italian. That shouldn't happen. You know what?
I'm Irish.
Okay. You know what?
Look at these goons. These guys are hilarious.
Why not get high-tech people that are going to be on the machines that are Republicans? A Democrat, Republican, get supervisors, equal amount.
That happens. We have parties looking over election results.
Oh my God, this is amazing. People have some nerve, man. I'm going to run for governor. I'm going to get on stage. I'm going to talk confidently. And I don't know the first thing about politics. I don't know anything about politics. The homeboy's like, that's exactly how it works. She's like, oh, okay.
Doing it now.
No,
They're actually telling people that hundreds, 200,000.
The face of the person. The face of the reporter who's hosting the debate.
Minimum ballots were trafficked by mules.
She literally, she watched Dinesh D'Souza's low IQ, idiotic, so-called documentary about the election being stolen. She just regurgitates everything from that film, even though it is the weakest shit I've ever heard in my life.
Oh,
an honest election.
May I finish? Mamma mia.
I feel like I'm on an SNL skit here. Are we going to take?
Yeah, and you're part of it. You're part of it. You're just as goofy as everybody around you, even though you think you're not.
Control of the debate?
We are taking no, Carrie. I don't want you to try.
I'm happy to do it.
I know you would be happy to do it.
Listen, I haven't been on a stage with this many women since I've been to a baby shower. It's been a while.
I don't know how that's going to go over, Scott, but we'll let that hang.
What?
Let's talk about
what?
Do you think Republican voters want a candidate who doesn't even believe in the vote?
I don't believe this primary has been fair. I can tell you that. Otherwise, I wouldn't have launched the lawsuit.
Our campaign is a movement. We're going to show up and vote in droves. They're going to have to cheat even harder in order to try to win this.
Your campaign's a psyop.
Paula, please.
First of all, put everything.
Paula,
I feel like this is a spoof, honestly.
Go ahead. Finish what you were saying, please.
Oh,
is
God.
this a spoof, Ted?
No, it's not. Finish
Are
what
you
you're
sure?
saying. Yes, I am.
Wow. Okay.
I'm pro-life, from conception to death, and I believe
No exceptions for rape or incest?
Well, that's a gray area. I don't know. That's a personal decision for a person.
Well, why can't we?
I can't, man. How is this real?
We treat human life in the same way that we would treat alien life that we discovered on an alien planet.
There's a reason we don't always invite Scott, because he's polling at 0%.
No, 1%.
And this is what happens.
Come on, dude. What?
Polls lie.
Scott, please. And no, you can't respond to a closing statement.
The only kind of drag I've ever dressed in is a business suit or construction work clothes. I've never aspired to be Elvis Presley.
Bro, all right, that's it. That's it.
I don't even know what to say, man. Look, 9.7 million views on Twitter. To be fair, I think Twitter juices their numbers, but even if it's half this, that's ridiculous. Jesus Christ. The lunatics have taken over the asylum. Look, that's the inevitable conclusion to talk about here. This is something Chomsky brought up. Chomsky warned about this, like, even back during the Tea Party wave in 2010. He said, look, the Republican establishment has been trying to get the base riled up and get them to vote for them, but in the process of riling up the base, they've thrown too much red meat, and now there's all these weird, extreme purity tests in the Republican base. And so now the lunatics have taken over the asylum, and look, in a lot of districts around the country, like, it might be the case that you have to believe the 2020 election was stolen in order to get elected in the Republican Party. That does not bode well for the future, man. It does not bode well for, I mean, these are extremists who are up to their eyeballs in the culture war, who are deeply authoritarian, who are pro-Trump coup, and now they are, the driving force in some places and districts in the Republican Party in the country. And this Arizona stuff is out of this world, man. And it's funny, and we're laughing, but at the same time, even if you had a Democratic Party that was like Bernie Sanders and they actually fought for the right things and they believe in social democracy, how are you supposed to legislate around this? How are you supposed to get anything done? Because then Congress it's already gone, but it's gone. If these sorts of people make up the majority of Congress, so all you have is the executive branch, and all you have is whatever you're willing and able to do through that branch. And that does not bode well for the future, man. It doesn't. So it seems like SNL. It seems like a parody, and it's funny, but it's also really, really not good. Ever since Adpocalypse, when YouTube defunded all independent news and politics overnight, we haven't trusted them. We know they can pull the rug out from underneath us at any time. If you enjoy this content, please consider tipping $1 or $2 per month on the Secular Talk Patreon. Link in the video description box below. Thanks for your support.